myself in your eyes. Baby, I think we made it. We made it.
I don't know about you guys, but I get up in the morning and I make myself a coffee, and then I sit on my laptop doing emails, doing project work, messaging people as long as I can. And it doesn't strike me once to make a video. And then as soon as I get on the little dajon, I get outside, and all of a sudden, it's literal. The inspiration is literal. I want to speak. I have creative thoughts. I want to get the camera out. I never have my camera with me, so I'm just using my iPhone. There are so many things I could be talking about with Corona, living in the woods, and what an example that's been. But I don't really want to. I just want to get back to that original feeling, that original inspiration and source that I had when I was in the woods. And so I'm doing loads of other work. You can tweet me, you can email me, you can ask me about it, go on the Corco website, you can do all that, but I'm not going to talk about that. I just want to use this little space, this little 1 hour window a day. It's almost like the whole world of the woods has been truncated into this little 5-minute clip. So I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you who have come back to me with clips and ideas and videos and options, and there's all sorts of stuff that I'm going to run now and show you and see what creativity that generates, because I really do want to get this bike across, and I think we can now that I've had some response from you guys. I'm sitting back at home on my notes, and I'm going to take you through all the links that people have been sending me. Tan says, I don't know if you want to build it yourself or just looking for a solution, but there's already a product. It's called the Shuttle Bike Kit. Check this out. Yes. Banana bike. Epic music as well. I think they're like $1,000, but it is a very, very well thought through contraption, and definitely encouraging to know that it's already happening. Wow. Okay, that's a bit over-engineered for my liking, but it's a pretty cool kit. I like that it just fits in the backpack as well. Wild Essex says, Packcraft, mate. Bike Peeps been using them for years. Give me a shout and we can do one together. Fox and chicken style. I got one and some rope. Okay, that could be fun. Maybe we could bring it down to the river one day. The Ironraft. Okay, so he's actually ironing together his own boat. I like that. I wonder if I could just get my own material.
Hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Thanks for that. Great idea. Maybe some empty PVC pipes, capped on both ends, about 1 meter's distance. I like this, going back to raw ingredients. I like that. Attach something to the axle of the bike pedals. I think we're going to run it off the wheels and the rollers from the wheels, but that's not far off. It's a slightly different comment, but I wanted to include this one because I like the quality of this. Yeah, so the water bikes do exist. Google hydro bike. I like this, properly homemade. I love the video where there's no words. They're like, look, just look at my masterpiece. Yeah, I don't need to explain it. I'll just show you how it works. So the propeller's in the water and it turns. That's nice. And then they just pedal power, direct drive, that I would need to disconnect it from the chain from my bike, which I'm not going to do. But props to that man. Marcus says, Dave, we got 3 to 6 months of this. Use the time to dig a tunnel under the Thames. I found this stand on Amazon for £10. So I was thinking that could get bolted on at the front, and then the bike could just sit in the bike rack, which would be stabilize it. So bike rack at the front and then spinning wheel at the back. My friend Tim said that I need this right angle gearbox. Now, I'm not sure if this is the right one. I need to figure out exactly what I need. It's basically taking power from going this way and making it come out this way so that we can put it into a propeller. And then Keith down in the Hearts Boatyard said that you can actually get propellers that are, I forget the term for them, that you can, they're variable angle propellers, and that I could manage it just on a gear shifter. That would be amazing, because it means that it's like gears on a bike. You get in the water and you pedal with a low angle or high angle, I don't know which way it would be, until you get up to momentum, and then you change the angle so that you can go faster and faster. And I love the idea that on the Dajon, you have the gear shifter for the chain, and then you have the gear shifter for the propeller for when you're on the raft. The Recycle Bike Shop, which is on my road, he says I will need a tandem bike gear shifter because the cable will be so long. But he's got one of those, so I can go pick it up when I know how long I want it to be. Check this out that I found in the fishing community. Similar again to the shuttle bike, but the bike is locked on. The problem with that is that would have to live in the marina, and I don't have space to keep it in the marina. So I need to be able to pack down my contraption and carry it home. This was great fun.
If I can't talk verbally to
Cheers,
you,
Timberland.
We're going to turn this ASUB recumbent tandem into a boat bike.
We've had a couple of these brackets built, which we're going to use to attach to sailboards, which, believe it or not, straight up, we got for free.
To be fair, I mean, they're going about it in a very cool way, but this is not a cheap bike. That bike itself is probably worth $1,000 or something.
We're going to have to propel ourselves some way.
And that's why we came up with this propeller shaft. It's absolutely brilliant, this thing. Such a simple concept. That little rubber grommet there sits on the wheel.
Ah, that's interesting.
The shaft spins and the propeller goes round. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant?
Interesting. That's not a bad way to do it.
You could make this thing out of some plumber's pipe.
I can easily see it getting wobbling and getting lost, but that is a very simple way to make that work.
For the moment.
Let's see if it works.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about.
Let me get the propeller down.
Yes. Mate, look how wet they're getting though. That is too much water. The bike is too low in the water. Looks amazing though. Very good. Where the pressure is, it's got to be able to handle a quarter of a ton of water. Oh, I've just seen one in the old YouTube algorithm. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is pretty... Oh, yes. Yes. The quad spade. That is industrial. Let's see if it works. It's going to get so wet. That is genius. There it is. It's very cool, but and they get top marks for the spades. So this is what I'm thinking, right? You put the bike in the bike rack at the front and you stabilize it somehow. And then you sit it on a bike, like indoor bike trainer rack, and you somehow drive power down from the rollers that it's sitting on, down to a right angle gearbox, and then to a variable angle propeller, and then run a tandem gear cable from the front handlebars down to the back, and then somehow attach flotation devices to the frame and hope that that works. But I also know now, having checked out the requirements of the boat yard and stuff, that there's no space for me to store anything down there. So I need to make sure that it can pack down and I can take it home at the end of the day. So I think that the flotation needs to be inflatable, not hard, like PVC tubes or surfboards or anything like that, because I don't have much storage back here either. I'm going to try and get hold of some kind of indoor bike trainer and some kind of inflatable. Also, if I can get an inflatable, then that means I can recce the actual route I need to do on the river as well. Because that's another part of it, is like, how does the river work? How does the current work? Is it hard? How much power do I need to generate? And if I practice doing just this, whatever that's called, if I practice doing that, then I'll know whether I can, how much power is required. And I think that's enough for today. Yeah, I'm going to cut back to the vloggy bit. Thank you guys so much for all those links. I think I would have put in some thoughts in there. Let's just try and get it to the next stage. I hope you are healthy. I hope you're well. I hope you're making the most of this space and this forced imagination of how the world can be. I hope you're taking time to get that for yourself in amongst all the sadness and loss that's occurring, because the world will never be the same as what it was before Corona. We cannot afford to go back to old models, so it's as good a time as any to get your thinking caps on. All right, take care of yourselves, look after each other, especially now.
Yeah, we ride into the light, sinking up till we die. Yeah, we ride into the light, sinking up till we die.